guys had a massive turnaround. How do you build on what you guys did last year, and especially considering how everything finished out last year? How do you avoid what happened at the end of the year?
Yeah, I think coming into the new team, especially the year before I came, it wasn't the best year in the club's history. So it's almost like you don't know what to expect with the new coaching staff, a bunch of new players, and but building this next season, you have to look back on all the highs and all the lows. Middle of the season, we made a good run in the Leagues Cup, and with our fairly inexperienced group of players, and then you go a few months later, leading into playoffs with a month, 5 games losing, heading into playoffs. So that was ultimately the lowest point in the season for me. Um, yeah, when you go into the new season, you take those experiences of the successes and failures, and those experiences build young players, build the young team. You learn from what you did wrong, you improve those, and when that time comes again, that you'll be ready and you know what to expect.
We'll go to David on the right.
Hey, Djordje. Can you just give us update injury status for you? Obviously, year didn't end the way you wanted, and was there any conversations, or has there been between you and Mauricio Pochettino? You're not part of the January camp, so curious what the convo was.
Yeah, I injured my ankle on decision day. Thought it was a sprain. Played in the playoff game. When we got knocked out, I did some scans, found some broken bone, couple torn ligaments. So this offseason has just been about rehabbing. Um, I was included in the January camp, but ultimately I wasn't healthy enough, I felt, and fit enough to participate. Um, yeah, of course, I worked all off season to try to get my fitness to where it needed to be to go to this camp. I was really looking forward to this camp and hopefully doing the best I can. But at the end of the day, I wasn't fit enough to go.
We did receive a question via Zoom. This is the first time that the Rapids will be competing in CONCACAF Champions Cup since 2021 with a matchup against LAFC. How exciting is it for the club to have an opportunity within that championship and or within that tournament, and to have the opportunity to take home another cup title?
Yeah, when you're a competitor soccer player, you want to play in all the competitions. That means that you're succeeding as a team when you're involved in as many competitions as there are. We have a good matchup with LAFC. Not the best history this last season against them. Hopefully that'll change in this competition. But yeah, we want to go for as many trophies as we can. That's what every team does in competition, is they try to win. And hopefully when the preseason starts this weekend, that we gel quickly and get ready for this competition, because it's the first trophy that we're fighting for.
Any additional questions in the room for Djordje? We'll go back to David.
Sorry, just hanging out. Can you talk a little bit about Chris's system, how it fits your game? It felt like it took a month or two, and then you found your form and sort of where you feel you fit in, and maybe what the next level can be this season.
Yeah, Chris, he's coached in arguably the biggest club in the world, so he knows what's expected in that environment. He's brought his ideas to us. Yeah, the first thing is you have to run. You have to run for not only yourself, for your teammate. And his big thing is he always likes to say, if there's no price tag if a player is counter pressing, counter pressing is the most valuable thing we have. That's his thing. But yeah, he's a manager that connects to you on a human level, and it makes you want to do the best you can for him and for the team. And like you said, it took me a bit to get going. That new system, new team, it's expected. I felt I didn't put pressure on myself to score in the first game. I knew it was going to come, but once, I think it was probably around April where things started to click, and then it took us into summer and that nice Leagues Cup run, and of course it kind of tallied down a bit at the end of the season. But you see that there's a lot of potential in our team. He knows that. We know that as players, and that's why we believe in him and his staff and what he's saying. And there's a lot to build on, and I'm very excited for this next season.
Excellent. With that, we thank you for your time in here and best of luck in 2025.
Thank you.